True story.
Yeah.
True story. My little brother married my ex-girlfriend from high school. But my man was so respectful about it, and I can't throw away my little brother.
Yeah.
That's out of the question.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? But he knew what the deal was. He knew who she was.
Welcome to Talk Game, the talk show, season 2.
And we're your hosts, GQ and T.
And we're the relationship battle twins.
And we're here to help you out with all your relationship problems.
If you got something kind of toxic, but you're looking for the healthiest solution, we're definitely the guy.
All right, let's get to it.
I've got a situation I need help with. One of my good friends just got into a relationship. She's very excited about it and introduced me to her new man, but I already know him. We hooked up a few months back through a dating app. He was amazing in bed, but we only hooked up once. This is the happiest I've ever seen her. I don't know if I should let her know or keep my mouth shut since it was before they got together. I don't want to hurt her. Am I still being a good friend if I say nothing? Please help.
All right. So before we get started, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms at The Relationship Battle Twins.
Make sure you comment down below so we can get your thoughts on them. We'll read them on the air. And not only that, if you got a problem yourself, hit us up.
Okay. So first things first, I get it. I get why she feels like, what do I do in this spot? Because you see your friend and you want what's best for your friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your friend has come to you and your friend has probably been bragging about this dude she got and telling you how great he is.
Right.
And you happy for her, like, oh, sis been done wrong. She'd been all these toxic relationships. She been lied to, she's on the whole nine, right?
Right.
And now you're here and you're like, oh shit, I know him.
Yeah. But, okay, part of me wants to be like, so what?
Yeah.
What's the big deal? Because she mentioned how her friend was so happy.
Yeah.
Like, would it ruin your happiness to know that your best friend slept with him too before y'all knew each other?
Oh, I ain't gonna hold you. Depending on how close, probably.
Why? Everybody got bodies.
No, everybody got bodies, and it's not even that. And I don't typically hold it against people for what they've done before me.
Right.
But if this, like, let's just say this a month ago, this 2 months ago,
so what?
He just smashed my partner.
Yeah, but he ain't smashed you.
You're right.
And y'all weren't together.
He didn't know us, and I get that, but I don't know. Mentally now, I don't really want my friend around him. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can deal with it.
Yo, I get it. Some people feel some type of way about it. And just to know, like, they friend. But you know what? It's weird because, like, what if you start dating somebody, you marry somebody, then you meet somebody like that's the same sex, and y'all become real close friends, and you introduce him to a girl, and he look up, he be like, oh, we dated a while, a couple years back before y'all got together.
We're married?
Yeah.
Okay, and I cut her off. I don't cut him off, I cut her off.
Okay, but why cut him off? But why cut her off?
I mean, you know what? I think that for me personally,
everybody got a history.
100%, but I'm very territorial, and I don't really.
But he ain't encroaching on the territory. Matter of fact, the person was there before the territory was.
But now the territory has been established.
Okay, and so they don't approach that method at all. Like, they don't even come over there. They don't do nothing like that. They don't mix over there. They don't do nothing to defy. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand both sides of it. I understand why she's hesitant, but then it's like, that's your partner. You can't not tell.
I just think it's petty and a little stupid. Unless you think your friend is trifling. If you think your friend not a trifling person, now I get it. I personally feel like the longer you wait, and even to say beforehand, it gets worse. Yeah. But if you put everything on Front Street, why are you cutting somebody off because they got a history together that had nothing to do with you?
I know it didn't have nothing. I'm just like, I don't want none of my partners to be smash the nigga that I'm with.
But somebody smashed the nigga.
I know, but I don't know them bitches, so.
But because you know them, so wait, because you know them,
and they know what I'm getting. They know I'm in here getting my back blown out.
Okay, okay, check me out. This is the part that seems funny to me. Somebody who's vetted as a friend They done been through some hard times. They done been with good times. Y'all cool like that.
Yeah.
You know, they ain't never been disrespectful. They not even disrespectful here.
Yeah.
You'll cut them off.
No. I'm gonna cut him off.
You gonna cut him off?
Y'all don't know that nigga like that.
Why would you cut him off?
I'm not cutting my friend off for sure. Because of all those things you listed, she's the one
right.
who's vetted.
But my thing is like he's been solid on his end, and he's been a great person. And like she said, you really in love, and he's solid. So you got to cut. Why is there a cutoff part though?
I told you, I think that it would be for one, it would depend on the friend. That's first thing first. It would depend on the friend. Because I could think of like my friend list, even my closest friends to me. And I could think of like a couple of them would, like if they told me this would never come back up again. You feel me? Like, hey, just so you know. And even if I talked to him and I told him like, I know you smashed such and such, I know y'all met,
right.
And it's a dead issue.
Right.
I know I got other friends that think this shit is fucking funny forever, right? And that this will never die. It'll be like 20 years.
But that's married. But then that's something you got a problem with your friend. You said you would cut the dude off.
That they would be trying to make like a joke out of it and be like, you know, I could see it, and it would be like,
you know what?
I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it.
If I'm being just completely honest here, that sounds like your own fear and insecurity speaking, because you don't even know that that's the case.
No, that's what I'm saying. It would depend on the friend. That's what would be my first move.
Well, why would you keep friends around who would do otherwise?
I don't think that they would do anything, but I think that they would make.
No. I mean, even if you told them, "Hey, look, I ain't with that making funny about it. Like, this the last time we need to hear about it." When you talk about it and then be done with it. I'm gonna tell you what. True story.
Yeah.
True story. My little brother married my ex-girlfriend from high school, but my man was so respectful about it, and I can't throw away my little brother. Yeah. That's out of the question.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? But he knew what the deal was. He knew who she was. And then and it was like years and years apart, you know?
You see what I'm saying? You just said it was years and years apart. What if it was a month?
If it was a month, I'd be like, bro, was you scheming on me? Yeah, but we'd have to have a conversation. But if he wanted to go that route, I wouldn't, because he came to me about it.
Right.
And to me, that makes a big difference. It means everything on the up and up, or at least gives that more impression that it is,
it's
right?
On the up and up.
And then he came to me, approached me, and then on the simple fact that when he came to me about it, he was like, yo, I'll squash this if you don't.
I think that that's the more respectful end of it, though. Like, you gotta respect it at that point.
I had so much respect for my man and how he did it. It was like, how could I say anything else? And he told me when they started talking. Yeah. He told me when they came across each other on social media. So I know it wasn't done maliciously.
Right.
These two people.
I don't think this is done maliciously either. I just see both sides of it on the why she's scared to tell her.
I get that, but I don't see why you got to cut somebody off if everybody be. Matter of fact, I think it's a personal chance for the friend, the person, the friend that she had, to see what they both made out of. It's a moment to show your true colors about who you really are.
I think a piece of it is because you do know that there is a possibility that she may cut him off. She's probably not even worried about her cutting me off, like the friendship off. She's probably more worried about like her happiness end of it. Like, damn, she's happy that she's ever been. Like, shit.
Right. But why would this? And that's my point. Why would this ruin the happiness? Like, y'all not finna discuss it. Me and my brother never discussed.
I get it.
Our sexual. Now, I may have told him about us because me and her were together, but we never brought up that history. Me and him had a chuckle about it, incident about a pillow that was in the car, but it was only because it was so many years later, and he brought it up. I didn't say shit. I just looked. I ain't say nothing, but he pointed it out. But other than that, we never spoke on it.
Now, I do think that men and women would handle this particular situation very different. Because I do think that men can be literally in the same circle, right? They fight, and something like this goes on. Because I've heard plenty of stories where it's like I dated her in college.
Right.
And now, later on in life, she now meets one of my bros. And now, so I get that. But men and women definitely handle the situation very different. The way that y'all deals with y'all's like emotions in this aspect of it is very different.
Because there's no emotional attachment. There's no that even if she was the girl I said gave the best top and she threw it back to back. Let me tell you how much that conversation never comes up because I got respect for my bro. But you know what? Then again, men have a low level of violence that stays between them, and we know the consequences.
Right.
And so we respect each other.
Women don't have that.
Y'all gotta learn to respect each
You know what
other,
I'm saying?
man. Y'all
What's
out
gonna
here
happen? And
ruining
I'm not even saying
relationships.
that that's what's gonna happen, but I understand why she's so hesitant and what she should do and how she should do it.
Right.
Because she can't not say shit.
No, that's all.
She can't. She cannot not say shit.
She gotta say
and
something.
then on top of that, low key, she gotta say some shit expeditiously at this point.
You know what? My question is, why didn't she say something when he rolled up?
I'm
To
sure
me, that's
she was
the best
probably
moment.
like in shock, like, oh,
But
fuck.
but so the dude didn't say nothing either.
And then here go another thing that I be finding out sometimes with like friendships. What if your homegirl don't know you was on a dating site?
And that's how they met.
Now, no, but I mean, like, you didn't tell them that you was on a dating site. You didn't tell them anything.
So now you embarrassed?
Hell yeah! Now you got to tell. It's a 2
You ain't gotta tell none of that.
You gotta say something. On a dating site.
No, I would be like, I met this nigga and we slept together, and it was such and such time ago. I'm just giving you a heads up. But I personally feel like situations like these let you know who that person is.
Yeah.
From this friend to that friend to this friend, the friend to the boyfriend.
Yeah.
All those situations let you know what you're dealing with.
Yeah, no,
who you really are.
And I'm thinking about if this was me personally.
Mm-hmm.
You probably more than right. I would have just said something as soon as I would have pulled her to the side, off top. As soon as she would have been like, "Hey, this is Aaron," or whatever. What's her name? Hello, Aaron. Let me know. Like, I don't want to be a rude bitch. Like, let me talk to you though in the back. So look, fuck Aaron. Okay, let me just go it up. I fucked Aaron. I don't even really remember him like that. I think he was cool. You know what I'm saying? But me and him, we didn't vibe like that. So we literally haven't.
Y'all didn't vibe like that, but you full of it.
I mean, I fucked him, but that was it. I ain't talked to him since then.
You know what? I'm not gonna hold you. Not me.
No, you want to say nothing?
I wouldn't have done it like that. I'd have just, as soon as old girl walked up, as soon as this is Melissa. So being Melissa hooked up a couple months. This way, if I'm putting everything on the front ground. So if there's any discrepancy, anything you all need to hash out with me,
right here.
Right here.
I feel like the conversation is going to be had, but I'm way more of a.
But you know what?
Let's talk about that.
I do this as a protection
for yourself.
As the other person. Also, that's the interested part. It doesn't start their relationship off with questions, because a lot of times when people are in new relationships, as we know, they're a little bit more hesitant to give them the full story about who they are, the things they've done, the people they slept with, especially with women. They don't like to admit that they slept with 30 people and they really slept with 40. It don't bode well. So in order to keep everything honest, if I say it right here and then,
everybody on the same.
Right, they all on it. She knows when I said it. She knows what I said.
Yeah.
So even if if I pull him to the side, he may not mention it to her later. He may be like, "You seem like you knew my dude. Did you know him?" And she like, nah, I don't know who it is. Now she lying.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I get that she's doing that out of fear of a list of reasons.
Yeah.
But it's not out of a malicious thing, like I'm still trying to smash.
I don't think any of this is malicious. I think that she's just in a weird, tough situation for what she should do and what she shouldn't.
But that's why me personally, why I would handle it just as soon as we get it out the way.
Well, baby, we're past that.
Now they need to.
Past that. We a couple weeks now, like
so you want
to days.
All right, well, let's get to helping old sis. Let's break it down then.
All right, so we're back with the breakdown.
So as you mentioned, the initial meeting is already stopped.
Yeah.
I wish I knew how deep they were.
Yeah.
Or how long it has been.
Yeah. Or what happened at that meeting? Did they sit there and act like they didn't know each other?
That's what it sounds like. If you're right. That kind of it's a little awkward, because now you both got some explaining to do.
Right, because I know if it's my friend, I'm going to be like, why nobody told me nothing?
Right.
Neither one of you motherfuckers nothing.
But you know what? It's that feeling of being betrayed, and you really weren't. People were just hesitant and didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't even malicious. It was just fear and just not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
So personally, but that's her friend.
Yeah.
Protect the friendship.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't give no extra details.
Yeah.
I would just
tell him how you had you bent over.
Nah. I wouldn't even because if it was probably good, she may have said something that they don't have with friends. I wouldn't even specify who it was.
What's so fucked up is even if it was bad, she probably said something. Because and then it's like, this is Mr. Hat. You know what I mean? It's like, Lord.
Right. So I wouldn't say anything because you don't want to ruin somebody else's relationship. So or say any detail.
Right.
I would just be like, hey sis, let me holler at you. And you get this person and the girl in front of you and just like, hey, you know, you introduced me. I don't know if he told you or not.
Yeah.
But we did sleep together. I am familiar with who he is. And I wasn't sure how to tell you, but I just, you know, I think you should know.
Yeah.
She can do with that information how she wants.
What she gonna do with it? Yeah.
But you gotta be the best. You gotta be a good friend.
Yeah. I fuck with that.
And I ain't gonna hold you. If whole boy said something to her already, she just friend sitting back waiting to see if she gonna say something.
And you got to. She gotta say something. She literally, as the friend, you have no choice but to say something. Because especially the longer you wait, the more it look like, why the fuck you hiding it? What really happened? Why you ain't say nothing? Like, what else you holding from me? Especially because in your friendships, a lot of times your friendships are easier to talk to than your relationships. Not in a healthy relationship because that person becomes your best friend.
Right. Well, I mean, they seem to be at the beginning stages.
Right. And so it's a lot easier to come to your friend and be like, girl, let me tell you XYZ. You know what I mean? So it's like, why you ain't gonna tell me? Like,
right. And that's usually the answer, like the question that friends ask.
Yeah.
Why ain't you just come tell me?
Just say something.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that now she just gotta say something. That's the best advice that I think we can give her. You gotta say something.
Yeah.
And now you on a time crunch.
Right. You know
say something expeditiously.
Because the more this comes out, this becomes about integrity.
Yeah.
And then having your friends back.
Yeah.
Because definitely if a friend feel like you feel and she may cut her off, but cut him off because of it.
Right.
She not gonna want to build this relationship up and then have it crash down.
Right. And it's like you let me do this another 2 weeks knowing you have this information.
Right. And my man may have like showed out these 2 weeks thinking, hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you the guilty part about most men in this situation. Ain't gonna say nothing because it's kind of like, well, the friend didn't say nothing, so I ain't gonna say nothing. We'll never say nothing.
Yeah. It don't work like that.
All right. Man, I'm gonna tell you.
Somebody get mad.
And so, whether he get mad or the friend get, and that's the point you want to avoid.
Yeah.
That's the moment you would hate to show up because then, let's say he don't say nothing, but the friend say something. Now she come back at you years later, like, so you slept with my friend? That was before I met you. You can't convince somebody of that.
At that point, I can't.
Especially if she got a detail about you, like you got a birthmark or a hidden tattoo, or you
like
curved to the left and back. You know,
like how she know that?
Right.
How does she know this about you? And now we sit here years later, and it's like, fuck both of y'all,
right?
Because neither one of y'all said shit. How about that?
Exactly. So I say to avoid all that fallout.
Yeah.
Go ahead, say something. Matter of fact, after you see this episode, go say something.
Expeditiously say something right now.
Oh yeah. So it's a matter of integrity.
Yeah.
The faster the better. You know, and you say you will put it on private. I say I put it on Front Street. It just got to get out there, and we both agree it's got to be on the initial greeting
for your future endeavor. But right now, holler at your friend. However you need to holler at your friend. Hey, we need to talk.
You know, this is one of those moments where no matter what you do, you plant a type of seed. Now, whether you grow a weed, a flower, or a tree, always depends on how you acted in that moment.
Yeah.
And this one could like ruin their friendship, but she still got a little time. She can make a bounce back.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna hold you. I would hit you with I wasn't sure if that was him.
Yeah.
But I went digging and I found out it was him.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
You know, and then just move from there.
Yeah.
You know, you might lose a friend.
Yeah.
But that depends on the type of friend.
It's a gamble. But I get it. I get why she needs to. I say she said something. She say something.
Go for it. So, but that's always how time we have for today.
Always remember, healthy love heals.
We out.
Your touch drives me crazy. Your smile